Hey peeps, my name is Naisha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm back on Choices, Stories You Play, and I want to give you my thoughts and opinion on 50 Rich chapters 1 and 2. There would be spoilers, so again there would be spoilers. Now, so, I'm gonna be honest. The way I feel about 50 Rich, I have a hate and love relationship with it. And I would definitely tell you why, but I just had to, say that now because I do have a love and hate relationship for it so far. So let's get into what chapter 1 and 2 were about. So basically, I'm going to go with the default names. So Georgie Bentley is our main character. Now, she is at her brother's 30th birthday party. I'm thinking is, and his name is Eddie. She's at her brother's 30th birthday party that his best friend, Ashton Park, decides to throw him. Also, I should talk about the description. So I'm gonna do that first. But it says your brother's best friend, a freshly minted billionaire, returns to LA with an offer you can't refuse, ready to mix business and pleasure. Now get back to what I was saying. Georgie is at her brother's 30th birthday party. What basically at his birthday party, where I don't know why I keep saying 30th. But, because, regardless, she's at his birthday party that Ashton, who is now a billionaire, has thrown. And he has gone all out for his bestie's birthday. I'm talking, different celebrities, including, Eddie's favorite, I want to say director. Yeah. Eddie's favorite director and things like that. So yeah, he has he's doing a big one. However, Georgie kind of don't want to be there, especially she don't want to see Ashton, and we get a reason why. Um, after I want to say after Ashton graduated, Georgie basically confessed her feelings to him and wanted to be with him. However, Ashton was like, no, he'd rather focus on his career, which left Georgie heartbroken. So of course, she's feeling a little salty and things like that. However, Eddie is like, hey, you know, he's changed and things like that. Like he's trying to give Ashton the benefit of the doubt. And of course Georgie not really having, but she's doing this. She's gonna, be nice for Eddie because it's his birthday. Of course, Ashton, he comes in out of a helicopter, and of course, he walks over to Georgie and Eddie. And of course, he's asking them what they think. Of course, Georgie is being cold and distant, and Eddie is telling him that this is too much. He thought it was gonna be a little nice get together. He didn't think it was gonna be this extravagant birthday party. And of course, Ashton's like, I'll do anything for you. Um, he's that type of friend to Eddie. And of course, Ashton's also trying to make talk with Georgie, but she ain't hearing that, which I can understand. She not hearing that. It's understandable. Um, However, he is still being nice, even offer her to wear a nice beautiful dress. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw the dress. The dress is green and stuff. It's a very pretty dress. I was like, okay, pixelberry, that's cute and stuff. Diamond choice, of course, but it's a cute dress. She decides to put it on. He helps her. They flirt a little bit, even though Georgie is still guarded. She doesn't really want to let her guard down because of how Ashton rejected her. Anyway, through the night, I want to say, yeah, through the night, Ashton, he makes a toast to his best friend Eddie because it's his birthday, and then of course like a dancer jumps out of the cake and things like that. And then after the speech, there's a um a video photographer um who I'm talking about a video photographer. It's something I forgot. Like, I apologize. I'm kind of tired. It's very early in the morning, but that's besides the point. But there's a camera guy there, and he's talking about he doesn't know what to film. And Georgie, I forgot to mention, she is a producer and stuff. Um, and let me just go ahead and say that, yeah, Georgie is a producer. Um, Eddie is like a up and coming filmmaker, and Ashton, where he is a billionaire, is because he has like a streaming service. Um, I think he has different streaming service the way they put it and stuff, but yeah. So Um, but yeah, she goes to the camera guy because the guy's trying to figure out what to like shoot because he's like, man, there's a lot going on at the party. Like I said, there's a lot of celebrities and things like that, and it's very extravagant because, like I said, Ashton is doing it big for his bestie Eddie. And of course, Georgie tells him where to shoot and things like that. And of course, the camera guy thanks her and says she has an eye for things. And um, Ashton comes up to Georgie and says, "Wow, like you really know something along the line, like you really knows your stuff." And then he tells her like who that camera guy was. And apparently that camera guy is like a famous camera guy and stuff. So of course she's like, oh, okay. And she was shocked because she didn't realize and stuff. But nonetheless, um she's enjoying herself at the party. Of course, she and Ashton, they decide to go on the dance floor. They do a little dancing, do a little flirting. You know how it goes. And then Ashton takes Georgie somewhere alone, to have some alone time with her. And then, of course, he's talking to her and things like that. And it seems like he broke down her walls and stuff because like she's not as guarded as she was, and she's feeling like she wanna she wants something with him. However, he then says something along the lines like, even if it's just for one night. And when he said that, she like snaps out of whatever trance that she was in and was like thinking to herself, excuse me, she ain't no cheap thrill. She ain't no fling. She ain't no one night stand. She like is like think to herself like, excuse me? I know he did not. And so, of course, she's playing it cool. And then she ends up hitting him with a line like, you know what, you coming on, not you coming on hot, but like she ends up saying something along she ends up saying something that after she said something along the lines of, I think you need to cool off. And then he was like, why would I cool off? And then she says, because you come in too hot. She pushes him, and that's literally how chapter 1 ends. Chapter 2 begins back at the party. And of course, um, she doesn't run off angry. Like, she said something like she doesn't run off angry, because usually she would storm off, because like the last time they met, I guess she stormed off angrily, and this time she doesn't storm off. And he's just trying to smooth talk her, and then he tells her to get closer. She gets closer. He pushes her in the pool, then pushes her against like the pushes her like her back against the pool and things like that, and like is kissing on her neck. And then come to realize this is just a dream. And she was like saying to herself, like, she doesn't understand why she's dreaming this, because that's not what happened last night. And we get what really happened. Of course, they have their words, and she's telling him like she's not some cheap thrill, she's not some fling, she's not like, she's not that, she's not some little plaything of his. And of course he's like saying stuff like, I know you're not my plaything, you never were a plaything to me. And she's not hearing, and then she just walks off. So again, she's also living with her brother, and because like he yells at her to like, get up. Well, not get up, but like saying, I know you are up, come on, get some breakfast and things like that. Of course, she heads to the kitchen to see that Ashton is there, and of course she's not wanting to see him, especially after what happened and things like that. But anyway, she sits down, and she her brother says something, and she thinks her brother's going to scold him. I mean, to scold her for pushing Ashton in the pool, but he's talking about the dancer that popped out of the cake. And of course, Georgie turns to Ashton and whisper quietly, like, you didn't tell him I pushed you in the pool. And then Ashton's saying like, this is our little secrets and stuff like that. And of course, Ashton wants to make it up to Georgie of how he came across. But of course, Georgie, she's not having it. She doesn't feel like she wants to forgive him just yet. And of course, Ashton's like, let me make it up to you. And so he basically takes her out on the yacht, and there are moments where she's having this back and forth with herself, which made me roll my eyes, because it's like, you heard how he was speaking to you at your brother's birthday party, how he was basically saying stuff about knowing like all his like experience with like women and things like that. He was trying to like get his little like mac on with her. Like, it's like, how he was acting and what he was saying. You didn't like that, and yet you still are over here thinking like, oh my goodness, like, still falling in love with this guy. It made me roll my eyes, because it's like, oh my goodness. Like, it's like every thought of hers is just about him and stuff. And again, like, he takes her to a yacht party. Um, and I want to say the yacht party is hosted by Georgie's favorite childhood actress, Lupe Montoya. And of course, Georgie is in awe of Lupe, because again, that's her favorite childhood actress. She watched all of her movies and things like that. So she's just like, in awe of her. And not only that, but there's also different other celebrities in this. I also find it funny that I saw Daphne's avatar, even though her name wasn't Daphne in this, it was Marilyn something. But I just thought it was funny that I saw Daphne avatar in this story. But anywho, again, they're having fun on the yacht, and then after the yacht, before he takes her to his like place of business, she gets a text, I guess, from one of her co-workers slash friends, and basically her co-worker slash friend tells her that she has been passed over for a promotion. Like, her boss said she was gonna get this promotion, however he gave it to some douchebag because I know she starts feeling sad, and of course, Ashton's like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And she tells him that this man child has got the promotion that was supposed to be for her, and Ashton was like, "That's full." Like, he's mad for her because he's like, he knows that she would be a better fit for the promotion than the loser that she's talking about. And of course, he was like, that brings me on to the second part of this. And of course, they go to his business office, and he tells her that he wants to have a new category on his streaming service and stuff like that, featuring reality TV, and he wants her to be executive producer, and he wants her brother to be like, to help with it as well. And of course, she's like skeptic. She doesn't know what to think, but of course, he is being sincere and things like that. And of course, that makes her a little wet. Again, I'm rolling my eyes. But at the end, she does end up taking his offer. And then he says, "Now we just need to get your brother on board." And then Joyce says, like, he's never going to get on board unless you get my help, unless I help you. So I'm going to help you get him on board. And that's how chapter 2 ends. Now, my thoughts on it, like I said in the beginning, I have a hate and love relationship with this story. Mainly because, and don't get me wrong, I think this is a nice story. I think it's a good story. I think it's like, it's that good cheesy story. Well, so far it seems like it's a good cheesy story. I don't know just yet because sometimes I would say it seems good and cheesy. However, it just be awful and bad at the end. I'm hoping it's good though. But like I said, I have a hate and love relationship with this story. And the main reasons why, because I love the fact that she was like, she was like, "Hey, no, you come off too hot. You sound like you just want this to be a fling. You sound like you're not into like a serious relationship, and I'm into a serious relationship." So yeah, now it's basically she's setting her boundaries, and she's letting him know that she's not going to take his bullshit. However, there are so many times where she keeps saying, "Oh my goodness, I could just kiss him," and like, oh, like, she's wet from the way he either winks at her or smile at her, or she's flushed and things like that. And I'm just like, ugh, like, I'm rolling my eyes because I'm thinking like, if this was like for real, if this was for real, I'm thinking like, if this was for real, no woman would be swooning. Especially, I'm sorry, but if someone you, like, rejects you in the past, and then they come to you wanting you in the wanting you in the present, I'm pretty sure you not gonna be feeling that person. Not right now, at least. Like, you not gonna be swooning over him. You not gonna be thinking like, oh my goodness, why I keep thinking about him, why I keep dreaming about him. That person's gonna be in your past. Like, you not even gonna be focusing on that. You are going to be focused on your career and things like that. And I guess that's what ticked me off. It's like, I kind of wish that Georgie was a bit more grounded in her stance, because again, even though she's like, you know, I'm gonna make him sweat, it's like, are you really? Because it seems like you're the one that's sweating and stuff, because like, you over here just swooning over him, just saying all this, like, just again, it's like she put back her rose colored glasses on, and it's like, oh my goodness. That's why I said this story, again, I have a love and hate relationship, because there's gonna be times where I'm like, yes, stand your ground, and then of course she's gonna say some bullshit that's gonna make me roll my eyes and like, ugh, this again. Because I'm not gonna lie, in chapter 2, it seemed like she forgave him and stuff like that. Especially when he took her to this to the yacht party, and like, at the end of, like, almost at the end of the yacht party, she says something like, this is one hell of a apology. And I'm thinking like, so you mean to tell me you being on a yacht with a whole bunch of celebrities and your childhood, your favorite childhood actress, that won you over? Really, Georgie? Really? Like, again, like I said, the story is gonna be, I have a love and hate relationship with it already. I don't know how it's gonna go, but so far I am enjoying watching Locum 23 playlist. I would definitely link the playlist, with this playlist, um, in the description box, and y'all could just go check it out. But like I said, overall, I feel like I'm going to have a love and hate relationship with the story. And I also want to know, for those who are VIP members, what did you think of the story? And also, the people who are not VIP members, but you are regular members like me, if you watch somebody, if you watch someone's playthrough of chapters 1 and 2, what do you guys think of the story so far? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What some things that you don't like? Also, for the VIP members, did you who did you choose? Did you choose like the male version of Ashton or the female version of Ashton? If so, is the female version of Ashton as cheesy as the male version? Let me know. Anyway, that's all I have to talk about for this story. I can't wait to see what happens next. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And like always, until next time, see ya.